For over 6 decades, the rivers of the Indus Basin have carried more than just water. They carried trust. Fragile, uneasy, but real. The Indus Water Treaty, signed in 1960, was more than paper. It was a rare lifeline in a region divided by borders, history, and blood. Through wars, through crossfire, the rivers never stopped, until one day, it seemed they might. It began quietly, a speech, a statement, then another. Indian officials began questioning the fairness of the treaty, and then came the line that shook Islamabad. We have the right to use our water for our people. All options are on the table. In New Delhi, it was politics. In Pakistan, it was war. Because for Pakistan, the Indus is not just a river, it's a vein. It feeds the crops, fills the reservoirs, drives the economy. If the rivers stop, life itself slows, then cracks, then breaks. Within days, the corridors of power in Pakistan were flooded with urgency. Military briefings intensified, scenarios were drawn. The impossible was now being discussed as possible. What if India closed the gates? What if the flow dropped by even 10%? The generals didn't wait for answers. They prepared a message of their own. Operation Black Torrent, a classified strike plan. Sharp, silent, surgical. The objective? Deliver a blow so precise, so symbolic that India would know, if you turn off the water, we'll turn off your silence. Deep in air bases across the country, activity surged. Jets were fueled, bombs were loaded. Targets were studied in daylight and practiced in darkness. Dams across Kashmir, Himachal and Punjab were marked. Not to flood cities, not to cause mass harm, but to hit the choke points, the structures of control. And while the world slept, pilots prepared for a mission they hoped would never come. They memorized coordinates, they rehearsed radio silence, they trained their eyes on digital displays that simulated destruction, but felt like prophecy. One officer reportedly said, "If they block our rivers, we won't wait for drought. We'll answer before the land dries." But as the jets stood ready, a final call came down. "Hold position, diplomacy is moving." And just like that, the mission paused. No missiles were launched, no dams were hit, no war broke out, but the red line had been drawn. This didn't happen, no headlines reported it, no governments confirmed it. But in the halls of power it was known, it could have happened, and it could still, because treaties are only as strong as the trust behind them, and trust, like water, flows until it doesn't. In the end, the Indus carries not just water but warning. The next war in South Asia may not begin with a bullet or a border breach. It may begin with a valve turned shut and a river that never reaches its end.